Hello, hello. You caught me off guard. Good morning, everyone. This is a special edition of Talking All Things Brands. I am Faith James. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the CEO, founder of the Personal Branding Consultancy, and I am the creator of the Brand Activator membership, which is in a category of one, helping entrepreneurs really get the on time, in time hand holding guidance that they need to bring their brand into momentum. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, just comment the word activator in the chat and we will get you sorted out. Good morning. Good morning, Rhonda Douglas. Rhonda Douglas actually is one of our activators, and you're going to get the opportunity to overhear conversations with the rest of them. We have a handful of them today. Not everybody could make it, but the purpose of today is to really get you inspired, really get you to see firsthand, live and in action, what it looks like when you make a decision to say yes to your brand. And not just yes to your brand, but yes to being in momentum. We talk a lot about what it looks like to really live this life, to be about this life called the entrepreneur's journey. And our ethos for this program, ethos for life, is faith without works is dead. You can be wishing for, you can be believing for a whole heap of things. You can be praying, Jesus, Lord, thank you for this, that. We talk a lot about some of the misconceptions around doing a vision board, and what a lot of vision board practices miss is it focuses on the thing that you want, which guess what? God already knows what you want. You don't need to put it on the wall for him to get it. He created everything. He knows it all. What's missing is the action, the faith without works part. What are you going to do? Not like, oh, I could do this, I might do that. What are you committed AF to doing to get that thing that you're so desirous of? So that's what we're going to be talking about. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, beautiful. I know you're on the road this morning. Let me say good morning to the people. Good morning, Maxine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So let us just meet this. Let us just meet them. But I want to just share some of the stories, just to, again, to get you inspired and to know that all things are possible for those who believe, and all through Christ. That gets to be a truth and a working principle, a totally working principle. So you're going to meet one activator who, when she started her business, and I joke about this all the time, but it's an actual truth. She couldn't give her stuff away for free. Like, people were literally kicking her out of places. She was giving it away for free. Fast forward a few months, many months, she's now pulling down 12K months. And I don't say this to just be like the rest of the people making all these crazy money claims, because I serve a faithful God and I fear my God. I'm telling you this because it's the truth. I'm telling you this because it takes a level of understanding that, even though nevertheless things may just look so super bleak, but what is it, that action that you keep going because you have the vision and you have a sense of belief, and you believe and you know the thing that you are here to do is worth it, and you keep going. And you hear her story. We have another amazing activator who I joke about her all the time. I say, when I first met her, she was in the back of the room, and in the back of the people, in the back of those people. That's where she was super comfortable, no spotlight, no nothing. Fast forward now, her business is growing, but more importantly, her energy, her aura, her essence is so full. And now she's making analogies. She's doing live, something that she never wanted to do. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to bring on all of the activators. We're going to have a conversation. And my hope is that something among someone inspires you, right? Inspires you to keep going, because that's all that it is. So good morning, activators. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hi to the people. I am just
Good morning.
my hope and my dream is that this conversation does something for someone. So your come from is inspiration, is motivation. It's helping another person see the light, because this is what we're called to do, right? to bring people into their full potential. So I want to start with Lisa, because Lisa, you're the story that I told the very first time, right? About um, can't give it away for free. Now you're pulling down 12K. I want you to just get connected into your thought process, your way of being. When you were going through what we're just going to call those desperate times, what kept you going?
Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, loud and clear.
Okay. I'm a really motivated person. I think a lot of times what happens is when someone tells me no or challenges me in any sort of way, it's not always a good trait to have, but I really it propels me to work harder, to shift, to find a different way forward. And that's kind of what happened when Hobby Lobby kicked me out of the parking lot. I wasn't about to take no for an answer. I literally had a perishable product that I had to move, and I needed, if I wait for 2-3 days, my flowers go to waste. So it was something I had urgency. I had to move these flowers. And so you just have to learn to shift really, really quickly, and just being really motivated myself, and somebody who's, I'm a quick thinker, I'm quick on my feet. And then with your help, being able to kind of relook at the situation, that is really what helped propel me through that.
Yeah. So who else can identify? Because what I want this conversation to be is not, we're not just going to list off tips and then don't help because you're like, oh, that's great for you, you're motivated. So for the person who hears, I wasn't going to take no for an answer, who can maybe add to that in terms of, from your point of view, what do you tap into when you say no, I'm not going to take no for an answer? Who else can add? Go ahead, Brenda.
Hi, Faith. I don't take no for an answer. When I started to set my business up doing what I call business my way, when I told people I was only going to do my YouTube channel once a week and I was going to shut my business down every other month, I was told there was no way I could do that. Well, fast forward 2 years, I now shut it down sometimes as much as two times, 2 months. In June, May and June, I totally walked away from my business, but my business was still running because of things you taught me. You taught me about batching and setting my brand so way. You were the one that gave me the idea for pursuing passive income. So you do more than branding. And I want anyone listening to understand that Faith is not a one-trick pony. This lady is amazing. I tell people I see things other people often miss and give them the solutions to live their best life. But Faith, you have single-handedly given me a sense of confidence that I did not have before by teaching me branding methods, being connected with you, being part of your monthly group, being part of Faith for Life.
Yeah.
I'm joined at the hip with you because when I need to know something that's going to move my business forward, I'm looking through the threads. I'm talking to the other members of the group and I'm listening to what you say. But I don't just listen. I do my research and then I execute. And that's one of the things I think is so
action. And you take action. So for somebody who's listening and you're thinking, okay, great, I hear don't take no for an answer, etc. But both Lisa and Brenda just said, but you have to have a resource. You have to have a person who, this is why I say I'm the branding Sherpa. If you understand what a Sherpa is, a Sherpa goes along the journey with you, right? It is not, oh, there's a destination, go with God. Here are 10 modules, read and hope it works out. We're journeying, we're sojourning together. Dr. Beth, I want you to add to this notion of not tap into how somebody can go, if I've been a quitter, I've been a wounded bird, I give up so easily. As the confidence cultivator, give them a word, because that's what your brand is all about. How to find that new moment.
You have to grab it and stand in it, because right now is the present. The only moment you have is right now. So if you don't snatch it, grab it, take it, and own it, it will escape. So it's in that time that you make the decision to decide. And when the decision has been made, the choice is yours. And when you make the choice, you're standing in the confidence that you have. And joining the brand activator was a choice and a decision that was decided and chosen. And as a direct result, I now have a higher level as the cultivator of confidence to have confidence. So we need you to join.
Yeah.
You get it all here.
Yes, this is what we're doing is if we don't share and communicate what we're doing, right? I'm so transparent, like literally I'm giving everybody access to some of the conversations that we have, but I really want to present it in such a way that you see, scripture says never throw your pearls in front of a swine because they think it's food and they don't understand the value. So I take that scripture to mean I get to do a really good job of letting people understand this is pearl, this is diamonds, this is rubies, this is sapphires, this is like citrine, this is like, it's all of it because this work is anointed. This work is kingdom. This work is all about having entrepreneurs experience a Matthew 5:14 through 16 life. And what do we know about Matthew 5:14 through 16? We meet Jesus speaking to the people saying, no house built on a hill can be hidden. So it's all about visibility. I am ravenous when it comes to the activators and finding opportunities for them to get visibility. Like literally, this is part of our mastermind because we were in Zoom and I said, I am going to bring it to the fore so you can have the experience of showcasing. It says, put your light on a lampstand so the people in the house can see it, and further, so the rest of the people can see it and see your good works, all for the glory of God. So, Rhonda, you're the second example that I gave, like somebody who has been with me. A lot of these activators been with me for a long time. Talk about your journey to here, your journey from here, because I think that a lot of people can probably identify with this. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm desirous of being an entrepreneur, but I'm afraid of going. I'm afraid of going live, or I don't feel like I have what it takes. Just speak into somebody today.
I have two anchors that I received from this program, and I say them all the time. Hashtag unbothered and even though nevertheless. And I think those two things are necessary if you are like me. And yes, the back of the room is my sweet spot, or it was, until faith pushed me forward, brought me forward, often kicking and screaming. But even though nevertheless, I came. And I also became hashtag unbothered. I became so unbothered by the who's or what, because in refining my vision, I became very clear that I am here to speak to who I'm here to speak to, which is first and second generation immigrants. I'm here to ensure that they are not doing survival jobs and they can excel in careers. And by being at the back of the room, by being bothered by who was going to say what, how can I show up, I was not doing the work that I'm here to do. I was not presenting myself to the person who needed to hear what I had to say to get the help that, even if they didn't get the help from me, to just know that this is possible. So for me, this program has also come with a lot of tools. For example, StreamYard, which we're using right now, but also Flowdesk, my new best friend, and actually doing testimonials on our testimonial Thursdays, crafting testimonials. I was not in the business of asking people to shower me with praise. You crazy? But even though, nevertheless, I have found that there are those who have received the service, who are grateful and who would very willing to spread the word, but I never asked. So the third thing that I learned from this program is to ask.
Listen, and I say this all the time. Jesus and God, they're the original, the OG gurus, the OG personal development strategists. A lot of coaches, strategists don't want to give God his flowers, but I'm here to say, let the dealings of the Lord come upon them. they try to take the credit from the Lord. Jesus already said it. It's been said 2,000 years ago. You have not because you ask not. And so one of the things that I say is you get to ask. Asking is not a death sentence. You will not perish. And so by being in this community and being with, these are just such, like, look at them, so beautiful. I'm so proud of the community that we're building. So supportive, so here for each other. But if you don't ask, you don't get, right? The people are busy. This is one thing I always say. The people, it's not that they're not well intended. They're busy doing their other things. But if you just ask, hey, Teresa, would you mind? She's happy to do it. But it's not the focus. But because we're so not healed, we get triggered, we get upset, we get offended. This is why one of our universal hashtags is hashtag unbothered. We are unbothered by anything. We have that peace that Jesus left with us, that peace that passes all understanding. We go, you know what? The people are busy. She's busy. Let me just bring her again. We don't take offense to it. So when you're like, oh, she knows that I need this and she didn't. No, ma'am. So you get the courage and the confidence to do that. Teresa, speaking of asking, I want you to speak into somebody today who, like, share a little bit about what your business is, but then I want you to just share, like, why that is so important, what your brand does for entrepreneurs, particularly women, and let them know how they can connect with you.
Great. Thank you, Faith. Excuse me. So my brand, I am a publisher, and I have a series of books called the Daily Gift Book Series. And through this series, I'm able to get short stories from people who are in alignment with whatever the topic is. The first one was a daily gift of gratitude. This one coming up is a daily gift of hope. And so I'm collecting stories, especially from entrepreneurial women who bring a story of hope, either something that they have in their life, a practice that they have that they can literally bring hope to another one who is hopeless, or there's a lot of different ways you can live in hope and make a difference in the lives of others. One of the things that I have as part of this series is every person gets to put their bio, 50-word bio with a link to their business, because I believe that getting your word out there, regardless of what your business is, you have something for someone, and someone is going to find you in one of these little books that's going to give you 300 words for a story. It's simple, it's fun, and you get to be with all these ladies who are part of this book that's coming out, Daily Gift of Hope. So if you want to learn more, just go to dailygiftbookseries.com, and we hope to have you on board this one.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So Maxine, I want you to join the conversation because, again, another amazing activator who has such a brilliant anointed gifting from God himself. And so share why you're so passionate about the work that you do from the art side of things, and share with people how they can either get a collection or custom, commission a piece from you.
Well, first of all, Faith, thank you for this. This is amazing. And I just want to let everyone know that Faith helped me transition from my former life to my artist life, and really believe in myself as an artist, and proudly say I'm an artist, because yes, I truly didn't believe it for a long time. But she kept telling me, you're an artist. Your art is beautiful. So yes. And if you are someone who needs that extra push, that person to really believe in you, when you come into this program, Faith takes you where you are. She uses your vision, and each one of us individually, she works with us on the level that we're at, which is amazing. She doesn't expect me to be Dr. Beth or Lisa. We're all unique. So she works with us where we're at and what level we want to get at. And that's how it's unconditional love. It's like she's our mother.
Yes.
And she holds us to account, but she doesn't take us further than we want to go. Okay, but she gives us the tools and say, okay, I believe in you, so take that step. So because of faith, I can truly say and believe that I am an artist and I am anointed by God. And I believe that as kingdom women, we need to be confident, Dr. Beth, yes, confident in who we are, in our God-given gifts, and really stand up and say, yes, God, I'm going to use this gift because I want to hear, well done, good and faithful servant.
Amen and amen. And so, I keep my pieces that I've collected from Maxine. This is Pentecost fire that she's painted. All of her paintings are anointed, they're kingdom. And Joshua 24:15, as for me and my house, I'm adding, even though God said, don't add anything to his words. Forgive me, Lord. As for me and my office, we will serve the Lord. So if you're looking for a gift for yourself, one of the things that's coming up, you guys are hearing it here first. Only the activators know about this, but now I'm saying it here. We're going to be doing a mall event. So we're going to have an event that's a mall. You know how when you go, it's like this is the food court, and then this is the lingerie, and this is the home. We're going to have entrepreneurs who have services and products categorized in those departments, and you can shop for your business. Because while we're busy getting gifts for Aunt Sue and little Timmy and all the people, our business, which is what gives us the opportunity and the ability to really step into our fullness, we barely, it's like, I got to pay $19 for an email, right? So we're not going to begrudge our business this holiday season. We're going to be intentional. Here's another one that I've collected: great clouds of witness. Why is this important? Right? Because we always need to keep steeped in the word. So let me just say, for anyone who's thinking about joining, if hearing a word from the Lord is going to be an affront to your personality, then this is not going to be the program for you. Because we are loud and proud for Jesus. We are loud and proud for God. We are unapologetic, right? We know where and from whom our resources and our sources come. And we declare it loud every single day. What's happening is, as I see and I look across, and I posted yesterday from my devotion where Peter was talking about false teachers. And we have to be so careful who we connect with, who we open up our heart, our treasure chest of our desires, of what we're looking to do. Because in the scripture, Peter says, they tell us lies because all they want is our money. 10K in 10 week, 10K in 10 weeks, 1K in a day. Run. A prophetic word from the Lord. Run. Because there is no easy button. What do I always tell the activators? When you build a professional brand, it's not this or that. It's this and that. Because everything about you speaks, right? We're headed to Paris next year to go give that talk, International Women's Week. Everything about you speaks. Why is this important? So I was just sharing with the activators, I saw this statistic that, over 59% of small businesses are run by women, but yet when it comes to the thing that they need and want the most, which is funding, cash flow, access, they get the value of their loan is 50% less than what men get. There's work to be done. How do you make sure that you're seen seriously? Nobody's taking you lightly. It's all about how you present yourself. It's how when you stand and deliver and know that the work that I do is good and necessary. So Maxine, where can the people connect with you if they want to? How many of the original Metanoia collection are left?
There are 6 pieces left.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Wait, did you sell another painting?
Just the last one, the mountain climber.
Okay, yes. That's right. And you're working on a commission piece.
I'm working on a beautiful commission piece. Yes.
Okay, so let me just say something about this, because this is what Maxine was talking about. I just want to give you an example of what it looks like. If you're feeling like, oh, there's no way I could do this or this thing, come in, borrow my confidence and my belief, because I can see further and farther than maybe where you are right now. I said, Maxine, every day you get to do a video talking about the collection. I want you to show which ones are sold and which ones that. Next thing you know, what? Commission piece. That wouldn't happen. So this is what I'm talking about. When I talk about these direct attributions, would not have happened if Maxine was not in this program. Absolutely
Yes.
would not. And so, do I get any extra money when Maxine sells her painting? No. Do I get any extra money from her monthly membership? No. So, right, it's here because, like she said, my heart is like, I'm her mother. I'm here for her winning and for her success. That is what drives me. So give me again where they should connect with you if they want to get a piece.
It's the Metanoia Life, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram. So they could just send me a message and I'll contact them right back.
All right. So this is what it looks like, everybody. Follow on Instagram, Facebook, connect with Maxine. These pieces are anointed. This is what you want in your home so that the devil understands, oh no, nope, next house, right? Okay, Dr. Sharon, come talk to the people, because I am just so excited for Waiting Room. Because, Dr. Sharon is also one of our speakers on the upcoming Woman Be Healed Summit. And what she does, it's all about Christian counseling for both married and unmarried women. The waiting room specifically for unmarried women. And this, what we're talking about, standing in your confidence of knowing how to wait and who to wait for, how to wait for the dream. So Dr. Sharon, just share a little bit about why you're so passionate about this program and what people can expect from it. Dr. Sharon, we're not hearing you. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. No, you're driving. So let me just do a little bit of the roundup. So it's about waiting, but it's not just waiting and it's your ideal man. It's how to wait with God, through God, in all of the things. Because one of the things that Dr. Shannon and I speak about all the time is when you are steeped in self-worth, when you understand that you're a queen, when you understand that you have an anointing on your life and that you are blessed, you are not going to just easily accept less than. We have seen so many women just give away their place on the throne. Just give it away. Give away their power. Several reasons. We'll get into that in the Woman Be Healed Summit. But this program that Dr. Sharon's curated is specifically to help unmarried women learn how to wait. Because when you wait with dignity and you wait with grace, your king will find you. Your king will find you. And so that program is in its first cohort going. You want to reach out to Dr. Sharon Arundel on Facebook as well as on Instagram and get connected with her. Let me put up her Insta, so you can see the right spelling. Oh no, let me fix that because that's not even correct. Let me edit that. There's no extra R. Hold on. SHAR. Oh no, that's right. SH. 80. All right. There we go. And connect with her. If you're an unmarried woman and you're like, you know what, it's time. Before, when I wasn't happily married to my guy, you're out there in the streets just hoping and praying and trying to find. I remember one of my friends said to me, one of my best friends, she's like, okay, Faith, that's it. No more stray cats. Like the people who I was connecting with, not standing in my worth, like she viewed they're stray cats. No more. So sometimes again, it's good to have friends and people in your corner who can see farther than you can see and say no. So if that's you and you're looking for connection, hey Judy, yeah, Dr. Sharon's her let me see, is she back? The connection was she's driving. She's driving. Thank you, Judy. Everybody say hey to Judy. I met Judy Wright, Dr. Judy Wright in New York when we spoke at the WNC conference, and she's just become, such a great person to know and to connect with. Absolutely. So for this idea of brand, so I want everybody to think about this now. So for this idea of your brand, how do you see it? Like, why are you even here in this program building it? Why are you just not off doing something else? Like, I really want people to get, you could be off doing it by yourself, but you choose to be here. What is in this way of doing it that's working for you, Brenda?
Clarity of purpose. Faith, when I first started out, I've been the solutionist all along, but I was so busy doing like 10 different things. I hadn't really niched down. And you helped me find that red thread through it, the fact that I'm a 20-year Marine Corps veteran with active duty service. And yes, I had to understand that what I do is I solve problems, but I'm a self-publisher. I'm an author. I'm this, I'm that. There was no way for people to really identify who I was and what I did because my brand was all over the place.
Yes.
And now I'm in the process of clarifying what my brand truly represents, which is solving other people's problems so they can live their best life.
And so I'm glad that you said that, because that is truly the crux of it. Because the first thing that we do, you decide to join us in this program, it's articulate a vision. And it's a high order vision. It's not a vision for you, for your life, for your business. We start with, what is your vision for the world?
Mm-hmm.
And so why do we start there? Because right away you get to understand that it's not about you. A lot of people are stuck in stuckness, in confusion and chaos, because they're making it, oh my gosh, my hair. Oh no, I wore this dress last week. It is not about you. So when you get locked into a vision for the world, what is your vision for the world? Let's pretend. And if I said, my vision for the world is a world where, which by the way, everybody write that down. Hashtag, my vision for the world is. And you complete that by saying a world where. So, right, one of the things that entrepreneurs we deal with is like, ooh, we're multi-passionate. I love this and I can do this. But not because you can do something means you should do something. Yeah. Not because you can do something means you should do something. You get to get clear on what are you here to do? We have unique gifts and talents given to us from God. We get to ask, open my mind, my ears, my heart, my soul, God, so I can see what it is that you would have me do and where would you have me go? Because we can do a lot of things, right? We're multi-dimensional, multifaceted, just like the diamond, right? And you still get to focus and you still get to niche. So when you think about my vision for the world is a world where, okay, I'm stuck, Faith. What comes next? One of the things you'll know about me is I'm here to empower you into your winning. I'm not here to give you answers. So we're going to work through it together. So you get there by something that you're truly passionate about. So how do you know what you're truly passionate about? Because, right, we love everything. We can do it. I can sing, I can dance. I used to be a Zooming. I can do it all. I used to have a real estate license. I used to sell Mary Kay. So you're gonna take a clean piece of paper. You're gonna go into prayer, ask God, listen, Lord, open my eyes, all the things. What am I truly passionate about? What am I here to do? This is the scenario within which you answer. It's not just, oh, I like this and I like to cook and I can bake. And no, ma'am. It's Saturday morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. What does that song go? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, yawning. Yeah, that. Raining, cold. This thing you're going to do, even though, nevertheless. This thing. So don't edit yourself on the first go. Let it flow. Okay, so Saturday morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm yawning. It's rainy and cold, but there's a flight to catch at 7 o'clock to go to what? The VIP brand activator retreat in the Bahamas. Going, going, passionate about my work with my activate, right? Because if somebody's like, hey, you want to go for a walk, and you're like, if it's not sunny and a little overcast, so it's not so hot, you're not passionate about it. You're not even though nevertheless about the walking. If somebody said, I need you to speak on child hunger and food insecurity, if you're passionate about it truly, you may care. Listen, we all want our children to be fed, but it's a person who is passionate who's going to get up at that time, who's going to go camp outside so that they can be XYZ. So this is the way you get there. You get into deep inquiry. Second way, it's what really annoys you? What really pisses you off? Like what's just cutting you at the gut? What do you just despise? Could be racial injustice. It could be bias. It could be phobias. It could be children are starving. Children are going to bed hungry, crying, can't study, can't focus. Meanwhile, down the street, 50 tons of food waste going out the back door at Publix. Oh, I am enraged. If you are so enraged that you would get up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, yawning to go pick it, then you know it's a passion. Mm-hmm. It's not just a like. This is the work you get to do. I can't do this for you, but this is the work that you get to do. So that's how you get to my vision for the world is a world where no child goes to bed hungry, where they have peace, joy, love around food, and they understand love limitless. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's my big banner. Okay, so now me, the individual, okay, so what is my mission? If that's my vision for the world, in my gifting and my anointing and my order that God has given me, how am I, the individual, the business owner, going to help ensure the world accomplishes that vision? So you see why it's so important to have a vision, because everything else that you do, you can put through that filter. Is this in lockstep with this vision? My vision for the world is a world where no child goes to bed hungry and that they have peace, joy, understanding, love around food. But yeah, here comes Good Time Tina. She has an opportunity for me to sponsor Girls Gone Wild in Ibiza. I could have the back cover of the magazine. When you don't have clarity, when you're not grounded, you'll go, ooh, shiny object. Oh, Ibiza. Oh, celebrities are going to be there. But ma'am, what is it? As Brenda says, where is the red thread between you said you're so passionate, fired up about making sure we eradicate childhood hunger, and you're talking about you're going to take your $10,000 to go to Girls Gone Wild in Ibiza because it's an opportunity to get on somebody's Instagram? What, ma'am? No. And so it's that rigor and that discipline that when you have a vision for the world, everything else becomes simple. Because then if somebody's like, hey, we are doing Doctors Without Borders, there's like a co-partnership with Feed the Children, and we would like to know if you want to sponsor. Okay, where do I click? Where do I send the check? You see, it's it's aligned. But don't just be running off doing. So when Brenda talks about that is not a small thing. That is a big thing. And it's where everybody gets to go. Why do I say this? And then I'm going to just open up and then have the activators take over the show and say and do whatever they want. This analogy will serve somebody today. Absolutely will serve somebody today. Carol, my love, I love you so much. Thank you for calling the people in, because the people absolutely get to be supported today. So watch this. Why you absolutely must focus. You must become subject matter expert in what it is that you do. You cannot be a dilly-dallier. This is why the activator exists, to bring experts into alignment with their God-given purpose and talent, that they're not out in the streets loitering. Oh, I do this. You know, like when you used to see those creeps with the trench coat, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
want to buy a watch? And it's like they have everything. That is not you. So watch this. You have a chronic back pain. You've been dealing with this back pain for years. It's debilitating. There are times when you literally can't move and you're in bed for days. And finally, you've had enough. You're like, you know what? I get to doing what God called me to do. Let me gather myself together. So now you're looking for a doctor who can operate on your back. And we know what's in the back. What's in our back? When you think about your spine.
Our kidneys are in our back.
And what else? What's in that spinal column?
The spinal fluid.
Nerves.
Yeah.
Yes. So you need somebody who can really manipulate and maneuver, because we're not trying to be paralyzed this year, right? Okay. So here comes Dr. A, MD, name and MD. Dr. A says he's a general practitioner, been a general practitioner for 15 years. Everybody write this down. Come do this with me. General practitioner for 15 years. On the weekends, he does a little hustling of pediatrics at the clinic downtown. Further, he has watched 2 YouTube videos and TEDx talks on back surgery. Dr. A. Dr. B, still MD behind his name, so they're both doctors. Board certified orthopedic surgeon. Does 1,000 cases of back surgery a year. Is director of medicine for the back clinic and wrote the book, Me and Your Back. Both doctors, 2 doctors in front of you, they are MDs, they are doctors by every stretch. Everybody, who is going to operate on your back?
Dr. B.
Dr. B.
Dr. B.
Dr. B. So you are no different than your people. You are discerning. You understand that somebody who's hustling pediatrics is not serious about this life, this doctor back life. And you're going to go with the doctor who has the expertise, who's subject matter knowledgeable, practiced in it, right? He didn't say, I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I also teach jazz on the weekends. I sell essential oils. I do a little real estate. I'm a back doctor. 1,000 surgeries a year, 25 years in the game. Why do you think it's going to be any different for the people who are looking for services that you offer? When you present yourself like, I'm a publisher and I'm a Zumba instructor and I also teach Pilates and I do a little real estate and I do balayage hair and I can do, hear me, the people will smile in your face. They are not going to give you their business. And then we wonder, what's going on? I mean, I'm doing all these lives. I'm doing these webinars. Nobody's connected because they don't take you seriously. Because you're out there communicating, I'm a dilly-dallier. I'm a dabbler. I'm not serious about this game. If I'm saying when you want to build your brand and your reputation so that when people first see you, they go immediately attracted. Let me get this. Come see about me. Even though, watch this, I have multiple streams of income, but you don't hear me out in the streets. Come on now, get your essential oils here. Come on, essential oils, BOGO, buy one, get. Those are one-to-one conversations that are people in my community who know. But as far as word on the street, somebody meets me for the first time. I just did a project for a multinational corporation, helping them with their brand positioning. Do you think I had any fear that they're going to be like, oh, she's not serious because we saw she posted on her LinkedIn, BOGO, get your peppermint and your, lavender. No, the only thing, nobody's confused about what I do. So you don't want people to be confused about you. When we think about it, and I'm going to wrap with this and I'll let the activators take over. When we worry about focusing, we think, oh my gosh, we're going to lose people. It's the exact opposite. What's going to happen is the people who need the thing that you do will know, and they'll come from far. And why do you think people travel internationally, fly to the Mayo Clinic? Right? Just go to your local clinic in Dubai. What are you coming to Mayo for? Because the Mayo Clinic's brand reputation is such that what we do is highly complex procedures. We are research. We are deep in the information. We are subject matter experts. There's no reason you're flying thousands and thousands hours to come here, but for the reputation. So I hope that served so many people today. Thank you for joining us on our talking all things brands with the Activator. So I'm gonna let everybody wrap. Just share what you want to share with the people. Start with Lisa, then Teresa, Brenda, and then Maxine, and then we'll wrap.
I just want to share that working with you, Faith, has been amazing for me. And I'm not doing this as a promotional thing. Like, it is honest to God truth. Like, I could not have gotten where I am right now without you. And just, I see so many coaching programs. I see so many, like, make money quick. And at that point, you should know that that is dangerous. Like you said, just run. Because it takes time. It takes effort. You have to keep going. It's not going to come to you in a week. So, this, I think we've been working with each other for a year-ish.
Yeah.
Like, where I am now is beyond where I would have ever expected. And, 40, what is your program monthly?
47. Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay. See, I don't even know, because it's not even that big of a deal. Like, where a lot of these other programs, you're spending thousands of dollars a month, if not over the course of the year. And here you're working so hard to pay somebody else to help you get where you're trying to go. Like, you're in the hole before you even get where you're going. So, this program is affordable. Like I said, I didn't even know, because it doesn't even affect my income outgoing costs. And it's totally worthwhile. I literally am so grateful. And I'm grateful for the women involved too. Like, everyone supports each other and they have such good feedback, and that is literally priceless.
Thank you. So Lisa is in Parker, Colorado. So if you are local to Denver, anywhere, and you have a business and you're doing an event or a wedding or any event that you want the experience to be next level, elite, luxe, go see Lisa at Prairie Hill Flower Company about some gorgeousness that she's got going on. Plus, we're in the development of the manor where you can actually go have a brilliant event. Lisa's an architect, as well. It's just going to be fabulous. So if you're in Denver or close to Denver, if you're traveling, connect with Prairie Hill Flower Company. Absolutely. Teresa, thank you, Lisa, so much for that. Teresa, just anything you want to share with the people, we can just go there.
Okay. So first of all, I want to talk about what you were starting to say, what you were saying, Faith, about, I'm a potter, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm whatever. God has blessed me with immense talents. And there was one day when I sat down at the potter's wheel and I said, okay, God, is this what you want me to do? Just make these beautiful pieces and beautify the world? I know that we're supposed to leave the world a better place before you take us home. And I heard in my heart that I had to write these experiences. And I had to allow a space for people to write. I've been journaling all my life, never did anything with it. It was basically for my own healing. It was for me to get stuff that was inside my head, inside my body, inside my heart, out onto the page so that I could heal. And for those of you who don't do this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. But one thing that I want to say, the thing that's most important here is faith. You have really given me confirmation and the way to be able to focus on what it is that I'm truly meant to do. And that is to allow myself to write my story and allow others to do the same. So when I created Authentic Endeavors Publishing and then ultimately the Daily Gift book series, which was a tap on my shoulder, by the way, that God gave me some time ago, I knew that I had to gather the stories and let all the voices be heard who want to be heard. And so for people who are looking to maybe dip their toe into the waters of writing, the Daily Gift book series is a great way to do it. And Faith, I'm so happy to have your story in there. And the activators all get a story in there. And I'm really excited for what's coming with the Daily Gift of Hope. So get into this program. These women are so supportive. And Faith, there's no one like you, Ms. Faith. There's no one like you. So, and I'm extremely blessed to be part of this group. So go to Daily Gift Book Series, get your opportunity to be in that. And you can be in the pages of the book where Faith James, Branding Sherpa, is there to support you as well.
Absolutely. And I love that you mentioned that, because I don't know if I actually said that the activators, that this is Teresa's gift to us, right? This is how we love on each other. When you're an activator, you get in Daily Gift of Hope for free. I didn't ask her to do that, but this is how we love on each other. So if you want to become a published author, this is the fastest way. And what a better way than the gift of hope, right? In my story, I put the word hope has been mentioned over 164 times in the Bible.
Yes.
This is how important hope is. That if we don't have hope in the Lord and all of his promises, then, we're just, sort of just like drifting and casting about at sea. So thank you, Teresa. So again, if you want to become a public, that's one of the big benefits. But also, again, brand credibility. This is what I sing all the time. Brand, so you can say, as seen in, I've been in this media and I'm a published author, etc. Brenda, give us like your YouTube or where people can actually connect in with you. And let me just say this, if you have, watch this now, activators, if you have your form ready to go, and drop it in the comments. Oh, Judy, thank you so much. Listen, all for the glory of the Lord. Like I have been so clear that I get to raise my voice to another decibel. Like, we don't get to be quiet anymore. There's so many things happening in this world, and we get to answer the call. We get to answer the call and stand and be counted as in the army of God. Period. Done. End of story. I have said many times, I do not do my life onto people or onto man. I do my life onto God. And I am unconcerned and unbothered with anything anybody has to say. If it is not of God, I am uninterested. Okay, so Brenda's Insta, there it is. Follow Brenda on Instagram. Let's see. And you can go connect with her also, solutionist.com. Maxine, we gave Maxine, it's the Metanoia Life. Go get your art. Rhonda, tell the people where, and again, we share about the Limitless, because I know that there are people who are watching that absolutely need this. Share about the Limitless package. How's the Rhonda? We can see you. Can you speak? Just speak and see if we can hear you. Hmm. Okay. Not everybody's Instagram and not everybody's internet is trying to make them be awesome. I had to deal with that. So yeah. So listen, if you're looking for anybody, let me just give you like the easy button. If you're looking for anyone, just reach out to me, because obviously I'm going to put this in the comments here. Obviously, I have access to all of them, but definitely if you have your link to your form, your flow desk, your form where people can say, yep, I want to get X, Y, and Z, drop that in there as well. If not, no worries, but we're going to wrap. I just want to say, be on the lookout for them all. It's like a new concept. And what it's intended to do is not just for the activators, but obviously the activators are going to be there, but I'm going to set it up where you can request or ask for access, and there are going to be requirements in terms of adhering to deadlines on when your store gets to be set up in this mall. It's going to be the Brand Resources Mall. It's going to be open before Black Friday, and it's going to run all the way through the end of the year. It's where you're going to come and find amazing products and services for your business. And these are going to be things that people are actually using, not just some random affiliate link that nobody knows anything about. Like, we don't do the get rich quick, and we don't do easy button. I tell people all the time, you're looking for easy button. The easy button can be found on the road to Calgary. That is the only easy button I know that's worth anything. So thank you, activators. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being so generous with your time. Thank you for being willing to do the work, because trust me, if anybody tells you building a brand is easy, also run. Also run.
Can I tell you something real quick, Faith?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, for the people listening, to tell you, all of these women are really committed and know that Faith has our best interests at heart. Invest in yourself enough to go and become an activator so you can get what you need. I'm so serious about what Faith does. If you go to my link tree, you're going to see that the top 3, only one of them is for me, but the top 2 is Faith. Is a Faith James event, the Women Be Healed conference. The second one is about my portal. The third one is about She's My Business Highlight, and has been for the last 3 months to become an activator. Why? I run a monthly subscription group, but everybody that joins my group, I tell them this: if you can't afford to do mine and Faith, get out of my group and go to Faith. That's how committed I am to what she does. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying, get out of my group, go to Faith first, and then once you make the money you're going to make because you're in her group, come back to my group, and then I'm going to fill in the gaps, because having your foundation and your branding is so important. I wish I knew that when I started, because I had joined other masterminds. But this is where you start to get it right the first time. Straight, no chaser, with all the things that you need to do it. And I'm telling you, so go there, become an activator so that you can activate your gift, your purpose, and your financial blessings. Just got to say that.
Oh,
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
We are here 4 mornings every week.
Oh yeah.
And if you have problems, we have a mantra. We love tech. Who out there have problems with tech? Every Tuesday we have Tech Tuesday. It's Motivation Monday. It's Work It Wednesday and Testimonial Thursdays. We get work done. These are not modules that she gives us and say, okay, go and work it out. I would be lost 99% of the time. We do the work 4 days a week. You have to come and join us. It's worth every penny and more.
Thank you. And listen, let me not be derelict in my duties. Let me just give you the rundown, just exactly what Maxine just said. So what does this program look like? You pay $47 per month. There's no contract. You cancel anytime. This is what it looks like. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we are live. You are live with me, not a recording. You are live with me on Zoom for up to 2 hours. Momentum Monday, Tech Tuesday, Work It Wednesday, office hours, dedicated day where we're getting things done. Testimonial Thursday, and now we've just added Freestyle Friday because that's going to be our PR publicity days. And so we have our in-house media person who's given us access to a whole variety of media opportunities. And we're going to be working specifically on media publicity on Fridays. So that's just the morning. Every activator gets a once per month one-on-one session with me, not a 15-minute, maybe 2 times for the month. You get a one-on-one session with me. That hour alone is priceless. That's like $1,000 value to have my time dedicated on your business for an hour. We have the engagement pod, where if you've posted on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere, and you've got that lonely heart, and that heart is your own heart, you gave yourself, no more. Because our engagement pod comes with organic engagement from the activators. It's a give and get type of a thing. So, guaranteed at least 4 or 5 hearts are going to be on your post, no matter what it is, right? No matter what it is. We have our quarterly board of directors meeting. Now, this right here is fire, where we bring in outside experts, where you get to stand virtually and present the state of your brand. And they're going to give you feedback, going to ask you questions. And as Brandon had said, it is live and full effect. It is raw and it's real, no chaser. Is that we're not here to play. Like because you could have the moment when you're in an elevator and somebody is like a $50,000 potential investment, but you don't know how to speak. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to open your mouth and look like an expert. So there goes the money just walking out the doors and you miss it. So this is like live training for you to get prepared to stand and say, my name is so-and-so, CEO of Founder. Okay. Then of course our awesome on-demand 24/7 Facebook community, where, we're doing everything in there from push-ups to creating lead magnets. I just don't even know what else to tell you other than you're missing out if you're not in. And as I said, we just added PR and publicity, where you get opportunities to build your brand, next level credibility. All of this is happening. Further, you get access to all of the replays. So no matter if you join now, and we started in May, everything is in the portal. Plus, you get access to my branding vault, meaning every video I've ever done ever in my life on branding is in that vault, and it's all searchable by AI, etc. So if $47 is not worth it for you to at least try it for a month and see, then at least when you make an informed decision, like, yeah, nah, this too much access for me, right? Then no worries. But at least when the price goes up, because the price is going up January 1st to $97 per month, you can't say we didn't tell you. So be blessed, everyone. Activators, I love you. Thank you for those who came and had to leave. I know Shantae, I know, was on for a little bit, but then, the internet, it is what it is, right? We just keep it moving. And so I will see all of you tomorrow. Work it Wednesday. Let's go. This was awesome. Let's jump into our Facebook group. In fact, let's just do that right now. After I have a one-on-one with one of the activators right now, but I want to hear from you on what you took away from today. So everyone, be blessed. Have an amazing day. Thank you to all of our guests who joined and who shared and commented. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Join us, be with us, spread the word. If this isn't for you right now, share. Love you guys.
Going back to the last link.
No, because I actually am going to have a one-on-one right now. So we're wrapped for today. So I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.